Good day, I'm Alex from Quantum Clarity Hypnosis. Thank you very much for tuning in into this video about what is the difference between healing or treatment of symptoms and healing the root cause. It's very big difference. And for me it's obvious, but maybe for many people it's not obvious. After today's session with a client, I was guided to record this video to bring some more clarity to the difference. So this client and many others come to me after trying many different things to heal the symptoms of the body. In this case, it was a pain in the hip that was unexplained. The doctors couldn't find the reason for it, and the client, let's call her Sarah, was trying also alternative medicine for 1 year. So many different modalities: acupuncture, energy healing, all kinds of intuitive healers. And she even noticed that after she tried to remove symptoms, maybe it was a little relief for a few hours, maybe 1 day, and then the symptoms came back even stronger. So she was completely baffled why it happened. And this is similar story to many other clients, that they tried everything. But when I ask them about the healers, about the doctors, if any of them were asking about the root cause or were investigating the root cause of the symptoms, they say no. All the healers, all the doctors were obsessed with the removal of symptoms only. And when we understand that everything in the creation has a reason, that everything is perfectly working as it should, only the human mind is creating the thoughts that there is a chaos, there is a randomness in the creation, then yes, there is obsession about the symptoms and removal of the symptoms. But in my work as a quantum healer and peaceful exorcist, I learned that everything has a reason. And actually the symptoms are the message. Symptoms are messengers of the lesson or challenge that you as a soul need to learn. And after you learn the lesson, after you overcome the challenge, which is of spiritual nature, then there is no need for the message. There is no need anymore for the messenger. The symptoms just disappear, because the body can heal anything. The physical body is a wonderful machine, biological machine, and can heal everything if we are not standing in the way by being stubborn and not learning the lessons or running away from the challenges that we set up for ourselves before the incarnation as a human. So today's session was the lady after 1 year wanted to try the spiritual healing, which is working with the higher self to show her in the altered state the reason why is the symptom. Different, this is completely different, deeper healing, real healing. So I assisted the client, Sarah, to go into altered state, and she very quickly noticed that there is something wrong. I asked her higher self to activate her spiritual and energetical senses so she could see clearly what is going on. And she noticed that she is in some kind of dark lightning web around her completely. She's like in cocoon of dark lightning web. And this web had sinister feeling, was limiting her, blinding her. And I asked her higher self and her light team, her guides and soulmates, to assist us and accompany her on this journey. And I asked her to see the cord, where this web come from. What is the connection between this web of dark energy around her? Where is it coming from? So she went out of body, tracked the cord, and she entered into very heavy energetical dimension, and there was a huge, it looked like a breast, huge dark breast that this web was coming from. So we had information that it's a negative, detrimental energy with very huge source of it. So now we needed to find when in time this web started, when in time there was some kind of agreement that darkness could put this. It's always a free will agreement. So the higher self took her to the lifetime when she saw herself in a dark gown, in some kind of cabin, in very heavy atmosphere, full of sorcery, full of death, and creating pain for others, suffering. She felt infinitely sad. And she saw herself in a body that was humanoid, very old, like hundreds of years old, and like a creature. She had a body like a creature. She was female, and she understood that she was a practitioner of dark magic, and she kept herself in the body for hundreds of years using the dark magic, suffering of others. And she looked like a creature, the hands were very bony with long nails, very gray, and face like this also. So this was the first understanding, this lifetime. So now we needed to go when this soul started to dance with the darkness. So the higher self took her to the time when she was 12 years old girl. She felt innocent. She felt in the light. She was sitting there and she was surrounded by light. But behind the light, she was aware of a lot of dark souls circling her around, just waiting to attack. But they couldn't because she was in the light. But she was aware of them, that they are waiting to jump. And there came a time that she allowed herself to be overcome by fear, which is the low vibration emotion from the mind, and they could enter into her, and she surrendered. She surrendered to them, to the dark souls, to the darkness. She made a choice to surrender. And from that, they taught her how to create and work with black magic. And this was the lifetime. This was the lifetime of very close connection with the dark side. So I asked the higher self to show her the better solution, better solution of the challenge of these dark souls waiting for her. And the higher self showed her that she could go through in this light. She could go through these dark demons or dark souls around her and just go through them to the ring of light. And this ring of light was connected with the source, and it was very easy. The darkness made it look as if this darkness was infinite around her. But really, when she started walking and let go of fear, it was very thin, and she could connect with the ring of light and with the source. And she saw the darkness like insignificant, like something that, like nothing to worry about at all. So after she learned the lesson, and later she saw on the parallels to her current life, that she did the same in this life, surrendered to darkness in the dark times, in the difficult times. And that's why it came back, the web, the cocoon of the dark energy. So after she learned the lesson, I asked her to revoke, if she is willing to revoke and cancel all the agreements with the darkness. And she said yes. So we did this. There is a special invocation to cancel and revoke any agreements and deals and initiations with the darkness. Because darkness makes you feel that you need to keep your part of the deal. But it's a lie. The soul, in every moment, can just cancel any deals with anybody. You have this power. So when she did that, I asked the Archangel Michael to take away this web of dark energy, because she learned the lesson and canceled all the agreements, and it went out, it was taken to the light immediately. Later, when we were talking with the higher self confirmed that everything is cleansed, there is no more dark energies in her system, and she can continue working as a light worker, as a healer, and not be blocked or slowed down or impeded by this darkness. And this is similar to many other cases, that the cause is a spiritual one. That's why the symptoms don't go away with superficial modalities that only obsess about symptoms. So when you have a symptom or symptoms, mental or physical, and they come back, you go to the healer and there is a short alleviation, but the symptoms come back, and you tried so many things. That means that you need to learn about the root cause and the origin, which is spiritual. It may be in your childhood, in your past. It may be on other lives. It may be attached spirit or spirits. It may be energetical objects that are creating this. It may be soul fragmentation, which darkness uses as an entrance to you now. Or it can be suppressed toxic emotions that you didn't let go, and you are holding them inside you, and they are creating these symptoms. And many other more rare spiritual root causes. The creation is infinite, and we are still discovering, and always will be discovering, new explanations for the symptoms. Remember, the symptoms are only forcing you to pay attention, to look deeper. So look deeper, and you will find it, and you will be healed. So good luck. I hope this video was helpful, and see you soon. Have a great day. Bye bye.